When the new state rankings came out on Tuesday afternoon, there was a new sheriff in town. That was Mechanicville's Chad Brown on Tuesday, and today 3 of his horses looking to make that dream come true. It was a winter wipeout. The full high school slate of games postponed, but good thing for you, Albany, the Great Danes avoided this mess. They hit the road to Binghamton Wednesday night. 40 minutes, not enough to get to the big dance, and with the way Sienna's season has gone so far, it's pretty much expected. Ooh. How would you grade that? Would they give me any points?
That would be good.
The Plainsmen lost all but 2 players from that squad, but this season they didn't miss a beat, reloading instead of rebuilding, and tonight 1 win away from getting back. I'm here with Flip Cup, and obviously you're named after the game. Do you think we should give it a go? Well, I'll take that as a no.
Oh, you're done.
I thought it would be unfair to take you on the court because you might have a little bit of size on me, but you guys do have this arcade game in here. A year ago, Averill Park knocked off Amsterdam to take home its 3rd straight section title. In fact, the Warriors have been queens of Class A 6 of the last 7 years. Then there's the pride of Glens Falls, Jimmer Fredette. Joe Girard III is now renovating the house that Jimmer built, and tonight just 34 points away from becoming the 12th player to reach the 2,000-point milestone. Her playing style is fierce.
Nice, Brittany.
Brittany Ryan has been a wrecking force in the net for the Spartans and has played on varsity since 8th grade. This season, she even went out with a bang, allowing just 11 goals on the year.
It's definitely so much fun for me. I love it. It's a passion.
She takes a tremendous amount of pressure off of us coaches, and she gets the job done.
But when she's not on the field, Ryan's still a competitor. It's a sport foreign to many in the capital region, rodeo.
My instructor has had a career in rodeo, a great career, and she introduced me to rodeo and the whole lifestyle, and I fell in love with it. And as soon as I was old enough and ready to go fast enough, she put me right in and provided me horses, and I loved it from the start. Good girl.
Ryan competes in 4 events: pole bending, barrel racing, goat tie, and breakaway rope.
Top knocking it.
But it's the relationship with her horse, Annie, that fuels her passion most.
The companionship of a horse and that relationship that you build and the trust that you have to have in that 1,000-pound animal to be able to get up on its back. And I mean, that aspect of it is definitely my favorite part. Good girl.
And the life skills she's gained from her riding have paid off outside of the arena as well.
I think it's helped me a lot, especially my academics, to have a set time of when I have to be able to do something and a certain amount of time that I spend at the barn and stuff like that. It's good.
Helping Ryan continue her athletic career in college, where she'll be suiting up for Mansfield University. Defensive lineman Mike Higgins is on a tear for South High.
Close, Turkey.
He's already racked up 46 tackles, 3 sacks, and a defensive touchdown. But it wasn't always that easy. Let's rewind 11 years. Higgins was 7, playing Pop Warner for Greenwich.
I went downfield and I made a block, and I got a kid's foot caught on my cleat, and it just got all tangled up, and my toes started to hurt. Turned out to be broken toes, and for a couple months, they never healed, and we never understood why. And then one day we decided to go to the doctors, and they found out that it happened to be, at first, type 1 diabetes, which later led to us finding out that it was rheumatoid arthritis as well.
The Greenwich All-Stars career hit an all-time low, and as a 7-year-old, Higgins had a long road ahead of him.
I was scared at first, I really was. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know anyone else with it because I was so young. I always thought of it as an old person disease. It was pretty tough, actually, just going from that starter role to a bench player. It's kind of hard to do because you're used to being at the top and then going to the bottom, and you just feel like you're never going to work your way back up.
Higgins pushed through the problems and continued to play football. In 8th grade at South Glens Falls, he came into his own.
He really started to step it up, and we noticed some things. And in one particular game, he really was making some nice plays, and then he came out of that game.
I didn't feel so good, and I asked to come out, which was extremely rare for me. and I just knew something was wrong.
You know, he was actually pretty pale, so we just kind of thought he was getting sick like normal and sat him down for the rest of the game. And then I believe it was that night that you know, his medical incident happened.
Higgins suffered internal bleeding from an undiscovered ulcer, a rare side effect from his arthritis medication, landing him in the Albany Med ICU for 18 days.
At that point, I was just working my way up, and I would say like in the middle. I was working my way back up and just got knocked straight back down. And it felt like I had to start all over again. And it was hard.
We decided to sit the team down and just really fill them in on the seriousness of the situation. And the reaction was pretty interesting. And it wasn't one of so much of fear, but they just said, hey, we're going to, you know, do this for Michael.
I really had a lot of support. My team rallied behind me. They made stickers for me, and they came and saw me about every day and really kept my spirits up. And I realized I had to keep going for them.
After about a month, Higgins felt well enough to leave the hospital. While most people would have hung up the pads right there, he fought to get right back into the game.
It really was the one thing that kept me going. It's always been my passion, and I knew I had to work hard.
Then in 10th grade, he got another chance to shine.
We had 2 kids who were above me on the depth chart move, and I realized that I really had to step it up to fill that starter role. And I got into the weight room, I ran, I did everything I could to become a starter. And after that, everything just really played out for me.
Now in his senior year, the 3-year starter has stepped up as a leader.
Nice catch, Johnny!
And there's no question, Higgins' hard work is paying off.
Watching the way that he plays the game and you know, having to command double teams and being able to you know, single-handedly take on 3 or 4 blockers, and then you have to stop for a second and say, okay, you know, 5 years ago, where was he? And I think when you look at it from that regard, it really gives you a whole new perspective on it.
I'm really just happy that I can be out here every day. There's kids all around the country that want to play this sport every day and can't. And there's a lot of kids with arthritis in this country too that can't play any sports at all. And I'm extremely lucky that I can come out here and do this every day and do the sport I love.
In his final season at South High, Higgins has one goal: lead the Bulldogs to their first winning season in 23 years.